Welcome to Tallahassee, Florida, and Doak Campbell Stadium, home to some great Heisman Trophy winners, legendary coaches, and today the Seminole War Chant will be rocking this place. Today a clash between a couple of ACC rivals in a game that could have big-time implications for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Duke Blue Devils taking on the winners of 6 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Seminoles will put toe to leather and will get started. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. So Duke's return team didn't help matters out much there. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and it just, you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
The Blue Devils in the hurry up. Catch in the middle. It's Wolf. Tackled after picking up the first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a move! And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. No huddle here for the offense.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. The Blue Devils will punt it away on 4th down.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
So the Florida State Seminoles offense has the ball for the first time. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keeping up with the speed on the other side, that's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver work underneath on some drag routes. You better be careful. You do not want to get caught in the wash against this lineman.
Gets it out fast. Tackle is made after the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Quick strike complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. The option look. Now the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, running back on the move. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. First snap in the red zone on this drive. They've been running it, but now the pass. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He'll take it himself. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just
throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
And the sudden change magnified for this defense as it's 1st and goal. Try to barge their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. And they stop him again for no gain, and it will be 3rd down. Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they've bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensive.
Oh, picked off. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Excellent field position here for the offense. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. Now the pitch. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He looks that one in nicely. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, no! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes the offense on second down.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Blue Devils decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Offense set on first down. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
The Seminoles moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. And the Seminoles line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They'll operate out of split backs. They'll go back to the air on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know the pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
On the option, he'll keep it himself. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the back in the middle. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you've got to figure out what they'll do.
This offense has a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Stopped after making the catch. And the Knowles racing to the line in a hurry-up. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And the ball is intercepted. Takes it the other way. The 40. Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Duke. A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Looking to throw on second down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Knowles will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Quick step and go. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Now on first down from the 30. You count up those explosive plays in the game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know, the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. He got it.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to...
Oh, it's out! Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Here comes the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Wants to go up top. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. A low line drive and short kick. Running it back, it's Murphy. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards. How about the yoke? And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down. He tried to get it on his own. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Iowa. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the grab at the 30. Racing down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights. It's 28-13. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but, man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping away.
He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. It's caught. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
He'll take another shot here. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage.
Oh, he wants it all. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Seminoles will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're already in field goal range, but Jesse, they want to be aggressive, but they can't take a negative play.
Well, the play caller is going to...
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. 3rd down. They got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. Thought for a minute they were going to turn that into a score. They get the big play, but time runs out here in the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rock.
He's taking the shot. And he's got it at the 25. And a pickup of better than 30. On that completion before the defense brings him down. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Unleashes to the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. They are pinned deep, and this crowd is letting them have it. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
On 3rd down, going up top. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After getting caught for a safety, they're lined up and ready to kick it off.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got his man on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Oh, man, the quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
On target to the left. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Seminoles are marching down the field.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They run into a bit of trouble here, 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Got the back over the middle. And they bring him down, but did you see this freshman rifle that thing in there? Quarterback keeps it. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Offense lining up quickly. On second down, they'll take to the air. Touchdown Seminoles! And the punishment has been extended. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UTEP has dug itself a hole today, and I don't think they're climbing out of that puppy. Huge interest in this game, and they have rolled over. They're trailing by 22 to Kentucky. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpoint?
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, this defense has been dominating their opponent all game long, and I think you're really seeing the fruits of their labor on the recruiting trail. They have got some dudes up front, out of high school, in the portal, and those guys are just wreaking havoc on this offensive line.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. He's looking to throw it. And the defense gets to the quarterback. And the Seminoles want to crank the tempo.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, no! And the route is on.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver, can design ways to get the football in his hand? Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled.
And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. They'll run play action. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one, looking to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Noles send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Just feeds the running back. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And he's running in the open. The 20. The 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They're just about ready to kick it away. We might have wanted to just let that one go to see if it would go into the end zone, but makes the fair catch at the 5. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Noles heading quickly to the line.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They'll go to the ground. At the 40, there he goes. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Well, no surprise. I mean, with the way they're running the ball early in this game, they're just going to keep doing it. And they're just not hammering out 2, 3, 4-yard gains. They're gashing this defense. You saw it right there.
You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know, I'll give you a chance.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Now, how about that? This team is way up in this game, and they're still taking shots in the 4th quarter. There is no let-up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Florida State! And the beatdown has ensued. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Florida State, 51.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. Out of the backfield, the running back snags it, but couldn't keep his feet in bounds. It's incomplete. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Might as well give it to him again. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He's going up top. And it's incomplete. Shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
You see it in football all the time, right? I get a matchup on the outside. You want to try to play man coverage. I'm going to let my wide receiver try to go up and make a play. A lot of times the wide receiver wins. Not this time.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. They'll try it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter. So you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. Like, we all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. Like, all these plays still matter.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Pocket starts to collapse. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Seminoles in the hurry-up. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Offense will take over.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, no! And the defense doing work. They extend this fourth quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down. They're going to open this drive with a pass, looking to scramble. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought it was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
Gets that thing away from the goalpost. He's got 5 out to the 10-yard line. This defense has kept him backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Blue Devils will call on their punt team. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. He'll do it himself. Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he gets a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On the move. Touchdown, Florida State! And the pummeling has started. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.